Can we solve some questions? If output voltage V naught is minus 2 times V1 minus 3 times V2 plus 6 times V3 plus 10 times V4. Okay, so calculate the value of R1, R2, R3, R4 and RF if minimum resistance value is given 5 kilo. Okay, this is your exercise question. Now similarly the exercise question 2, RF, V2, R1, V1, R2, V3, R3, V4, R4. Now the output voltage is 3 times V1 minus 2 times V2 plus V3 plus 3 times V4. So calculate R1, R2, R3, R4, and RF. If minimum resistance is given as 7 kilo. Okay. So these are the two questions. I just group this class into two groups. Okay. So I just split this class into two groups. In the group one, Alkesh, Manisha, and Sanket. In the group two, remaining. So Alkesh, Manisha, and Sanket. And in group two is Jaz, Tanishka, and Vinayak. Okay. So group one will be doing the question number one, and group two will be doing the question number two. This is the activity group activity question, so you can discuss with each other, but you have to solve and find the answer. So we will meet after 10 minutes. Okay. Manisha, kindly join the group. Hello.
Sir, can you please show the questions once again?
Yeah, I just show the questions. Alkesh, Manisha, Sanket, Izaz, Tanishka, and Vinayak. Okay, the question is this one. I'll just share again. Wait a minute.
Sir, can you show the question?
Yes, 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 yes. The question will be visible. Kindly join your respective group. The question is visible on your screen. Manisha, join group one. Vinayak, join group two. Manisha, have you solved question number 2? Gus, have you done it? Yes, Raina, have you done it? Okay. So, like, I can solve any of the one question. The second one is a similar. So, can I take this one? So, if I implement the superposition theorem, then the voltage V1 is considered. Everything is noted.
Sir, we can't see your screen.
Can't see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute.
Can't see your screen.
Yeah. Now screen is visible. So if we consider that V1 voltage and remaining voltage will be grounded, this one is grounded, this one is grounded, and this one is grounded. So the equation is V1. So V out is what? Minus V1 into RF by R1. Okay. Now if we consider the V2 voltage, so when I consider the V1, when I consider the V2, so the equation is again same. V out is minus RF by R2 into V2. Now if we consider the V3 voltage, okay, so if we consider the V3 voltage, there is a voltage drop at this point. So we say that because of this V3, this is the Vx. Okay, when we consider the V3, so Vx is what? V3 into R4 upon R3 plus R4. And that voltage is applied here also. Okay, so what is the V out? V out is 1 plus RF upon these two are input resistors. So parallel combination of these two. So R1 parallel with R2 multiply by Vx. Okay, that is a 1 plus Rf by R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2 multiply with V3 into R4 upon R3 plus R. And when we are connected using the V4 voltage, so Vx is what? V4 into R3 upon R3 plus R. And what is V out? V out is the this one multiplied by the Vx. So V out is 1 plus Rf upon R1 multiplied with R2 upon R1 plus R2. This gain is same and that is a V4 into R3 upon R3 plus R. Okay. Now the overall voltage is what?
minus 2 times.
So can I basically do the equation is that can I compare the V1, V2, V3 and V4 because all voltage will be added. So we are getting that one relation is Rf by R1. is equal to 2 volts. Okay, this is the V1 term. Okay, so minus R1 by RF by R1 is equal to minus 2. So RF by R1 is 2 volts. Similarly, if we compare the V2 term in a V2 voltage, so V2 and V2 will be cancelled out. So RF upon R2 is 2 volts.
Yes, sir. I did the same thing, sir.
Yeah.
I did the same thing, but
Okay,
I was
RF
stuck.
by R1 is equal to 3 volts. Okay, so RF is 2 times of R1, and that is also 3 times of R2. Okay, this is the one relation we are getting. Now, if we compare the V3 terms, so we are getting 1 plus RF time R1 into R2, R1 plus R2, that should be multiplied with R4 upon R3 plus R4, and that will be equal to the 6 volt. Okay. Now can I calculate R1 and R2 in terms of RF and put this value here? So 1 plus RF into R1 is RF by 2 and R2 is RF by 3.
B.
Sorry, not whole. Divided by RF square divided by 6
6.
times R4 upon R3 plus R4. That is equal to 6. Okay, so if I solve this one, so 1 plus RF into this one is the 5 RF by 6 upon RF square by 6. So 6 and 6 cancel out, RF and RF square will be cancel out, is equal to multiply with R4 upon R3 plus R is equal to 6. So 1 plus 5, 6, that is 6. So R4 upon R3 plus R4 is equal to 1. So R4 is equal to R3 plus R4. So R3 is 0. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But if R3 is 0. Similarly, can we calculate the V4 term? Equate the V4 term. So again, it is just, this one is 6. 6 multiplied by R3 upon R3 plus R4. That is equal to how much? 10. This is common in R V3 and V4 voltage. So the value of this one is 6. So I just put as value of 6. So 6 R3 is equal to 10 R3 plus 10 R4. So minus 4 times R3 is equal to 10 times R4. There is a mistake in the question. Okay, no problem. So we can calculate the relation between R3 and R4. Okay, this is a random question, so that's why you are getting the R3 is 0 kilo ohm, but that is not possible. Because if R3 is 0, so that means R4 is also 0. Okay, so the question is random, so that's why you are getting this problem that value of R3 should be 0. But from this way, we can calculate the value of R3 and R4. Okay,
Yes, sir.
now we know that out of these three resistors, which one is less? R2 is very less, because if we multiply R2 with the 3 times, that is equal to the RF. So RF is greater than R1 and R1 is greater than R2. So the minimum resistance is given that minimum resistance R minimum is 5 kilo ohm. So what should I consider that particularly value is R2? So R2 will be the 5 kilo ohm. Then what is the value of R1? R1 is 7.5 kilo ohm. And what is the RF? RF is 15 kilo ohm. Okay. So three values we are calculating from this way and two values we are calculating from this way. Okay, so this is the procedure for calculating the value of R1, R2, R3, R4 and RF. Okay, any doubt?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if no doubts related to the week 1 and week 2, we can close the meeting. Okay, we will start the week 3. Week 3 deadline is what? 22nd June.
Yes, sir.
So after
25th
your
of.
lab is completed, I think on the 14th, after that, we will start the week 3. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
so thank you all.
Thank you, sir.